today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Chubb will try the middle here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Watson now to throw. This complete to David Bell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious this decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mixon with a first down carry to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Watson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This will be complete to Mechie. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns now going to take over late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Again, it's Watson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson on 1st down. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Florida State.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And the Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, he'll buy some time right. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A draw play for Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on fourth down on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. McPherson's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb to about the 26 here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, here's Chubb again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Third and 2, Watson. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of and now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Back to throw here. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Second and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Mechie, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. You know, we've discussed this before and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And again, it's Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down at 4. They run once more with Taylor.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by David Long, and the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Take a knee.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.